Hi, this is Mrs. Rizzo from the library. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a craft stick carryall. This one is made for Father's Day. It says, "I love Daddy and Happy Father's Day." It's a great little gift that you can use for someone special. You can keep your keys and your wallet in it or whatever you'd like to put in it. Keep ours by the door when you come in and out of the house. So this is what the jumbo stick carryall will look like, catch-all. And then this is the one with a regular size craft stick. Okay, so the items that you will need, you'll need some glue. Tacky glue works best, but if you don't have it, school glue will work just fine. It's just this dries a little quicker. Okay, and then you'll need to have the felt template that should be, you should be able to get off from this video. I cut mine out, and there's a 4.5 by 4.5 and a 6 by 6. The 4.5 and the 4.5 by 4.5 is for the smaller regular size craft sticks, and the 6 by 6 is for the jumbo craft sticks. And since I'm making a jumbo craft stick one, I'm going to keep this aside over here. You will need 49 jumbo craft sticks if you're doing jumbo, and you'll need 52 regular size craft sticks if you're doing the regular size craft sticks. You also need a piece of chalk, a regular sized piece of felt, any color, and then you'll need some decorations. So if you'd like to paint it, you can use paint. You can put that on with a sponge or a paintbrush. I chose to keep mine natural because I like the color of the wood. You can use markers on it. You can use different stickers. I got these foam stickers that have tools and paint and paint brushes from Oriental Trading, or you can get it from Michael's or Walmart. They have lots of different things. You can use pom-poms, you can use glitter, you can use whatever you like that you have in your house to decorate with. Okay, so to get started, you'll need to make your felt squares. Okay, so take your tracer and line it up with the corner of your felt, and take your chalk. The chalk just helps so that you can see the lines that you're drawing. Because if you use a pen or if you use a marker, a lot of times you can't see it. So see, it's very visible. Okay, then I'm just going to line it up on the other side because two of them lined up together. It's easier to cut and it uses the whole side of the felt. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Then I am going to cut the squares out. Just be as careful as possible to try and get them as straight as possible, which is hard to do sometimes, especially when you're cutting a felt because it's so thick. Okay, so now I have my two squares. Okay, so I'm going to take one square and place it in front of me, put the other one aside for now, and I'm going to take my glue, and I mean, so for some people they like to like squeeze out of the top, but for me I always seem to have it clogged, so just take the top off and I just use a craft stick. And then I am going to take my sticks and I'm going to put glue on the side. Make sure that you're lining the sticks up and using the whole space and keeping them as straight as possible. And you'll just do this for 9 craft sticks. If you are doing, again, if you are using the smaller craft sticks, then you need 12 of them. See how I'm putting them very close together and lining them up and keeping them straight. Okay, it doesn't dry right away, so you can always adjust it a little bit if you need to. Okay. And this just takes a little bit of time. This is the most time-consuming part of it. Okay. And it doesn't dry right away, so you could always like move it to adjust it so it's a little closer and a little bit straighter. Oops. Okay, if it gets a little messy, it's okay because it's just going to dry clear. Okay. So I have my 9 craft sticks. Oops, doesn't want to stay. All glued together on my felt. Okay, so once you have that done and it's nice and glued onto the felt, you're just gonna take your other piece of felt and that's gonna go on top of this one. So you're just gonna put some glue like on this side of the craft sticks. Right, and then put your felts on top of it. Just make it nice and straight. And push down. This piece is a little bit shorter and you can see a little bit of the craft stick, but that doesn't matter because the craft stick's gonna go on top of it. So now the base is all complete. Okay, so now we're gonna start building the sides. Okay, so you're gonna take the next craft stick and you're going to put, this is the top and the bottom, so you need to put glue all the way from the top to the bottom for these two. Okay. And then you just place it right across the very top, right across to the edge, like all the way down to the bottom. Okay, then you're gonna do the same for the bottom one. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. Then for the rest of them, you're only going to put some glue here and glue here. You don't have to glue the whole thing because then it'll just drip. It's almost like weaving. So put some on that end, put some on this end, and then you are going to start on your right side and put your craft stick just like that on top of it. Then you're going to go to your left side and do the same thing. Just put a little bit of glue on the end and a glue. All right, so now we have craft sticks on all 4 sides. We're going to keep alternating. So just take, when you take your craft stick, continue just putting the glue on the ends. Okay, so I'm putting it across the top. And I put the next one across the bottom. And whoops, just keep doing that. Now go back to the right. And go to the left. And then to the top and the bottom again. Keep doing this. It's 10 sticks on each side. When you get this fully finished, it's probably going to take maybe a half hour, an hour for it to dry It's best to wait for it to dry until you decorate it because everything will shift. And you don't really want it to shift all over the place because then it won't be straight. So it's the last two, so I'm going to take this opportunity to try and straighten it out a little bit. It's a tiny bit crooked on the sides. Okay, so now I got it just how I want it. Because it's still wet, it's just going to need the time to dry. So I'm going to let this dry usually within a half an hour to an hour. It'll be dry enough so that you can decorate it. Just make sure it's thoroughly dry if you paint it. Okay, and so basically I don't want to pick it up because it's still wet, but it'll look just like this. The felt's on the bottom, felt's on the inside. Okay, and then you'll just take your your craft supplies that you have, whatever you have, and you can decorate it, and it will turn out something like this. I hope you enjoyed making a craft stick carry-all, and I hope to see you soon.